Anyway, guys, this is going to start pretty soon, and all the players are on the server. Looks like they're just kind of preparing their strats and doing their shoutouts. They should be ready fairly soon, and we will see this grapple pit match start. We're just kind of killing time before then. And I do have a similar story as well. I didn't meet the person in person, except I've met some guys at LAN who recognize me, which is cool. But you kind of expect that going to a TF2 LAN, right? But I was actually talking to my younger brother, and he's going to college right now. Plays a lot of games with the Longhorn Gamers, apparently, and he said that at one point he saw his roommate watching some TF2, or maybe he was watching it, and his roommate was like, "Oh yeah, you watch a lot of like Sal TV?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, he's actually my brother." And he goes, "Oh, I watch that all the time."
Wow, that is absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. So apparently real life is a thing that exists out there, and I know people in it.
Yeah. So, what are these teams doing? It looks like Rando's flip sides. Oh, is it? No, it's ESEA-IM.
Well, the way it's going to work is whichever team is considered the home team gets to choose which side they want to be on first, and we are waiting really for somebody to ready up here. Predictions for this match, though, guys. I want to predict Madmen. They had a solid showing on Badlands. I was going to say Badwater, but I'm an idiot. They had a solid showing on the last map on Badlands. And that is what propelled us to this match here on Gravel Pit. And Gravel Pit, it's gonna be good for Powa, for sniping, for sure. But Gravel Pit, to the best strategists usually go the spoils on a map like Gravel Pit. So, what do you think?
Well, I'll go next, actually, Graver, if you don't mind, because I have a few things to say here while they're setting up. Oh, that actually hasn't gone live yet. I just heard the sounds. But I think that Madmen are going to take it, but it's going to be really close, and here's why. Powa is an amazing sniper. We're going to talk about how good a sniper is in this thing, but RR had an amazing game last game. Right? Made work happen at mid and things like that. And Roamer, a strong, dominating Roamer is so important on both offense and defense on this map that I think that RR is really going to put the team on his back and rocket jump them to victory. Now, I think it's going to be super, super close because you said that to the strategist goes the spoils, and I think that Nosferatu Man is an amazing medic for sure, but I think that Trekkie and the players from that So Rando have a little bit more strategic depth to what they are going to be able to do here. We saw a couple of times in Badlands where their strategy was winning them situations when they looked like they're going to be at a disadvantage just by looking at numbers and uber advantages and things like that. So I think it's going to be really close, but I think the dominating performance from RR is just going to be too much.
Alright, I actually agree with you. Not so much because of power, because while a sniper does make a big effect on Gravel Pit, I don't like putting it down to one utility like that. RR definitely. Yeah, my main concern is that like as you were saying in regards to Trekkie and them, is that they might have an advantage there in regards to the level they've played at, and in regards to the comms that are required at that level. I don't know, I still want to go with Madmen. I really want to go with the underdogs. I'm going to, but I think this is going to be pretty tight, so...
Well, here's hoping for a good match, regardless of who wins. And at this point, I'm not going to be biased for either team. It's pretty much just, these guys are both amazing teams. I want to see them both do well. Somebody was mentioning in stream chat earlier that they both may end up going to Invite because they are both great teams.
Absolutely.
At any rate, somebody in stream chat was talking about that quick fix strat, and we mentioned it before. We can go a little bit more in depth here. Mezzer from Seriously Bro was on the way to LAN. We picked him up from the airport along with the rest of the Bro team because XTV was sponsoring. And so on the way to LAN, he was saying, we might use the quick fix on Gravel Pit if it comes up. Because when you're attacking, if you can find a way to sneak your med and your soldier around so that the enemy doesn't know which door you're coming through. You don't take all that spam coming in through the door, so you're not going to have that overheal, and that really helps against spam. But if you can find a way to not take the spam, then you get in, you jump the medic up with your soldier, because remember that quick fix brings the medic along with whoever is rocket or sticky jumping. Bring the medic along with the soldiers up to the point C, and you've got a medic up there keeping the soldiers healed, so even if they get jumped, they're going to have a heal advantage while they're up on that point. And they cannot, of course, be air blasted off by a pyro or anything like that, so it completely shuts down pyro play. I mean, it's something I'd like to see. I don't know if we're actually going to see it today, but I think the teams are aware of that strategy. They're also aware of the Iron Man defense. Mustard Ooh, looks like we were having a GLHF. It's getting ready to go pretty soon here. Mustard's telling me that we're probably not going to see an Iron Man. I think that the team has just not practiced it quite enough, so they're probably not going to do that, but it would still be awesome to see. The Iron Man, of course, holding both A and B. But it is live now, guys, and Mad Men are going to be on offense first. They do have Namlay running a spy, but really the reason for that is he's going to have that Dead Ringer out. And, of course, he's going to be testing to see, what the medic is using and if they have 2 engineers and blah, 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 because if he disguises and he sees, 1 engineer, or if he sees that he disguises an engineer multiple times and he gets 2 different ones, then he gets to see, oh, they're running 2 Engies. So that's a lot of good information that he'll get there. He might be able to see which medigun they're rolling if he switches to the medic and switches to that gun. But he's also going to be using the Dead Ringer to walk out of the door and activate a sticky trap. Disguised as, Fog telling me there's a 1 NG limit, so I'm an idiot. You can only have 1 NG. But he will walk out of that door with... He won't die. He'll be able to just turn around and change back over to Scout, Sniper, back and Spawn. And that sticky trap will be completely useless against him. Let's see if there's actually a sticky trap out here in the first place, though, and there is not.
Loronix actually seems to be a little bit slow on his setup. Is he... Oh, no, he's prepared...
he had to carry it.
No, he's actually done the carry job. Okay. I didn't actually know you're allowed to run the Dead Ringer. That's interesting. So, has he managed to get out without popping? Looks like
yeah, I didn't see where the sticky trap was. I hear some people shooting. Okay.
They're just shooting around and trying to make sure that the armor stickies. There are certain places you can put them where you can't see them.
Well, so here's an interesting thing. RR going engineer on offense. What's this all about, Shadow Puppet?
Where does he put his stuff?
He's put a teleporter, yes, outside of A.
It depends on what he does it with. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I cannot fathom why he would do this.
Well, he swapped back over to Soldier now. It looks like it was really just so he could get out there, very quickly help his team stack up that point, and then very quickly help them teleport back into spawn, so they could swap out and be ready to go for his attack.
Yeah,
you know what? That's a really good point.
Around now, it will give them a little bit of an advantage if the other team
exactly what they did.
Calculating things correctly. So. Yeah. Well, anyway, Ubers have been popped, and of course, a fair bit of multiing on the blue side here. This red soldier here, though, versus a bunch of people. Power's going to go down there. Namale, actually. This is interesting. And Tricky goes down, though. Okay,
that's huge.
Yeah, that is absolutely massive. And of course, Nosferatu is still up.
Yeah,
so
Moronix
has still got his massive century, set up, but Nosferatu is currently grinding Uber back at last. The rest of the team is coming up, and RR is not far away. And we see little Kapow over here putting his sticky trap on long A. And you're really going to want that, dude, because you guys are in for a world of hurt. I think Trekkie might have gone. I could be wrong. I think he might have gone. Okay, it seemed to be building quick. I thought he might have gone crits, but no, it is regular. He's building hard, alright.
Well, the attack is coming in very quickly here from the Madmen. They're going to have Uber advantage. They're going to try and use that to take down the sentry and possibly get a couple kills. They need to get the kills. Bob Johnson, that's S on my chest. Interestingly enough, he's running the fan, and it's so useful on this roof. If people try to jump up here, he can knock them off with it. That is an amazing choice here for the roof, and it worked really well. He took down RR with it right away. Used that. Oh my gosh, he killed Namley with it as well. He's on the med. S on my chest, going huge right now with the force of nature.
Hard out, and of course Tricky now has Uber, says Scout trying to force up. He's going to have to fall back. In fact, he might even... Oh, they're going to get the demo here. No, this blue soldier is going to back out of here. He does not want to give his life up for nothing. Well, that was a really interesting turn of events, so.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That's So Rando still holding on. Sentry gun does go down, though.
The Madmen aren't taking enough space, aren't taking enough height, aren't getting those entry frags. Now with Kapow down, they're at a pretty good advantage here that kind of negates the Uber. So
they got to keep Nosferatu alive. He's not healing anybody. There you go. He does get on someone. He will get the Uber up just in time here to save himself. And that's So Rando losing everybody. They didn't even have to pop that Uber.
I would say that they didn't need to, but it's not going to hurt them that bad. Trekkie still has 10 seconds.
Scout is still alive. Seriously, S on my chest. Wow.
I was thinking about it, and one reason SMHS is running that fan is because it provides him great mobility. He can jump to the roof without having to Boston Basher himself up there.
You can do that. No, you can do that without that.
That's true. You can get on the little planks, but I guess it provides
roof routes.
It also lets him, jump up in certain other places and gives him a lot more mobility.
Well, this is quite interesting. This is one of the things about Gravel Pit, people. If you get a full wipe, which allows you to get control of B, if the team knows it's a full wipe and they all fall back to last, they're generally actually in a better position, such as they are now for holding last. If the point is semi-contested and they send a couple more players in and they get killed, you can see that C point get capped up equally quick just after it. But as you can tell by this,
spam right now. Look at this beautiful push by Madmen. They went all the way around to the final entrance on A. They've taken down Trekkie, taken down Loronix on the heavy. That's a huge kill. That's So Rando falling apart here. Nosferatu wants a crossbow kill, but no, not going to get it. He's just going to start healing instead. Nonetheless, it's only now one player left for that So Rando. This is a fast round for the Mad Run.
I refuse to eat my words. What I said was right. This team just absolutely rolled them.
Yeah, 4 minutes, so 30 seconds.
It's not super quick, but it's very,
And real quick, guys, for anybody who is watching and has not seen a lot of competitive TF2 before, they are using stopwatch mode on this map. Because it is an attack/defend map, each team gets the chance to attack and defend in one round. So what they're doing now is that's So Rando team lost the point C, but that typically happens. Madmen set a time of 4 minutes and 30 seconds to cap all 3 points. Now, if that So Rando can beat that time, capping point C, they win. If they cannot beat that time, then they lose this round. And it's going to be a best of 3 stopwatch rounds. So, regardless of what happens, this is not going to be the last round of Gravel Pit we watch.
Absolutely not. It goes... Go ahead.
Sorry, go Shadow Puppet.
The rounds go in an A, B, B, A, B format, where, since we see that So Rando was the defense last time, they will start off on offense next round. So, they'll play offense twice in a row here. Basically allows them to set the time one round.
Okay, I'm looking for... Okay, Powa is on the sniper, but he's not in position to shoot anybody right now. Looks like he may have wanted to get an entry kill, entry headshot there on people who were walking towards point A, but he had to back off. And pretty much now, the Madmen are just set up on point B, very standard. Point B is a lot easier to defend.
Guess what I spotted? It's a direct hit on Techno6.
So good here.
Uh-oh.
He's going to take damage from that sniper, though.
Yeah, he's at a 28 health. Not dead yet. He wants to use a direct hit to take down the sentry, but...
I just walked in and gave him the... from behind.
Now, these kills here aren't particularly important, because I don't think that So Rando was planning on pushing in the next 3 seconds. So, they're going to gather up, and they were just trying to get a little force on Nosferatu, trying to get a little scouting information. But it's interesting that you mentioned, Salamancer, that entry headshot, because that's the reason they're having Powa on that sniper class, so we can get those entry frags. Pushing one player down when you're already committed is really bad, and that's what Powa's trying to force here.
He's moved over to the left. Soldier's probably going to clean him up right here, but that could have been... Oh, wow, didn't actually get him.
So there is a player on B right now, but you'll notice they really are not going to be able to cap this until they take down the Madmen team. Look at that, the Uber just finishing up for Madmen right now.
They're doing a really good job.
Yeah, they are. That's So Rando getting a bunch of kills here. They've got 3 minutes left, and they should be able to take this. Now, what they need to do is finish off these kills. They can't let these players jump in and take roof control like this, because they're going to start losing players real fast on that So Rando if that's the case.
Yeah,
and they got the players right now. If their respawns can get in time, they could even get a medic here. Indeed, they do. Trekkie down. Scout's going to come out for a pick on their medic. He's going to get Nosferatu. That was lovely. Soloronix, check this out. Oh my god, he's gone absolutely huge. Almost picked up a demo mid for his troubles as well.
Namley down to 30 health right now. He was down to 6, but he grabbed that little pill bottle there. And he is trying to set up quickly a dispenser and a sentry. He might be able to do it, and that's So Rando. They're losing too many players now. This is not good for them. Only 2 minutes left to go, and they have to build another Uber.
Yeah, that's really going to be their only chance to build another Uber. They can possibly get 2 out if the pushes end really quickly, but they're going to need to win with their first push here if they have a chance of getting C.
And, of course, Madman got to retain their teleporter, which I think we all know is the most important setup on this map, really. Yeah, definitely.
So
but
we're
anyway,
going to see an Uberless
push. People on the roof right now, don't they?
Such an important first pick there on Blank.
That was a nice shot by Rando.
Though, losing Kapow, that is not good for any pushing force. In saying that, no, not in saying that. No, it's all looking a bit custard.
Here comes the Uber. They have 2 seconds to get Nosferatu.
Oh, they couldn't get him.
Make me eat my words,
no.
Kids?
Now, I was about to say the Madmen had a choice here, but it looks like they've already made their choice to try and defend B, even though they could have potentially fallen back to C and just defended that. Now, the Madmen are actually kind of in a dangerous position here. The B cap has already started, and they are down players relative to where they are, and they don't have the height advantage. They need to start doing some work right now.
Kapow.
Losing
Medic is in so much trouble. Wow, good cleanup. Excellent cleanup.
The Madmen need to stop attacking into B. They need to just back up.
Is this a soldier on the point? I think it is. No, it's blank in pieces. Scout on the medic.
Oh, nice. Power! You're kidding me. That is just lag compensation.
Wow,
plain and simple.
That was good.
From our end, it didn't look like he could see. Of course, on his end, he could see the medic, but his ping from Brazil made it look like he could not. Now, look at this. Guys, 40 seconds left. B has been capped. They need to go cap C. They need to get it quickly. They need to be in there in the next 10 seconds if they want to have any chance of capping. Now, look at this. RR is on the last point right now. He has an overheal. He's going to go back down and see if the med will give him another one, but not right now. But being up there as a soldier means you've got a big height advantage. People are going to have to jump into him right now. They're going. Is he going to go? No, not even going to try for the air shot. He's just trying to pressure that med a little bit more. RR getting pushed off, but he does kill Rando. Not a lot of players left for this attack, so only 15 seconds left to go. I think the Madmen will defend successfully for the time.
No, Tricky's got this. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, it was kind of a desperation play there. So that does mean that the Madmen win stopwatch round 1 because they set the better time and managed to defend for that 4 minutes 30 seconds that they set. Now, Madmen are going to be on defense first for the next stopwatch round.
Yeah, Shadow Puppet, you should really hook me up with my mod again. I see someone who needs moderating.
Uh-oh. Who is it?
Is it the Hui guy?
Oh, yeah.
No, just kidding.
Give him a timeout.
No, there's nothing wrong with saying Hui.
Okay, I didn't realize that was what he was saying. I just thought he was pressing keys on his keyboard.
No, dude, that's you don't know the Brazil meme.
No, I don't. How do you should school me right now.
I play all
the
games.
Walk at night? I don't know.
I will. Okay, so they're starting the second set, so we're going to watch how Madmen sets up their defense. I'm actually going to stay on the UNF cam to see where he puts his sticky trap. But this whole Hui thing is something that Brazilians started. I think a lot of people who aren't Brazilian do it now just because it's hilarious. But they would go onto MMO servers. I don't know which one specifically, but they would invade a place and just completely take it over, shouting pretty much like BR, which they're asking if you're from Brazil. And if you say no or whatever, if you ignore them, they'll say you give me money or I will report you. Hui. And that's their way of laughing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's this massive, entire countrywide troll of the internet.
I've just realised, yes, I do know what you're talking about, because I played Dota 2 on US West. But anyway! Wow, now look what we've started in stream chat. I'm sorry.
Yes, we have.
I apologise on behalf of Griever and New Zealand.
Alright, so we see the starting forays here for Blue Team out into the A point. Let's see if they can't... I don't think there's anything from Red Team here on A. It looks like they're just going to completely ignore it, which is odd, because typically you see a demo man putting some stickies up, maybe running a scout ring, a little interference, doing a little distracting, but teams seem to be interested in playing a very conservative B-only style, which is really good, I think.
Guys, this is important. Power just got picked here trying to get a little overextended towards point C. Now, Rando, going for the sentry, did get taken out.
Wow, I was going to say, yeah, they could have turned it around and then they just done flipped it. And Kapow as well.
Interestingly, Nosferatu was hanging out beneath the stairs. He does have his Ubercharge ready to go now, but he was kind of hiding. Can we get a HUD reload, please, on our camera, by the way? And, so... Yeah, guys, this is turning into a pretty solid game right now. Of course, point 1 was captured very quickly. Powa does get a nice snipe on Loronix, the scout, and that's going to give away his position. So now that's So Rando team kind of knows where that sniper is, because Loronix will have said, look, he's right here. So what they want to do, yeah, look at this. The soldier's getting very aggressive towards spawn. They know he's kind of in there. They want to keep Trekkie safe and alive. The Uber's going to come in now, and Powa actually caught behind. But look at the nice body blocking here. They're going to keep that sentry alive as long as possible.
Gorgeous, and of course the engineer moving back. They're going to have trouble getting rid of that sentry. Look at that, still up. And, oh no, it does go down at the end. Look at this big diving bomb from the demo. He's going to go down though, and all of a sudden Loronix and Trekkie are in a world of hurt. Check this out. People with height advantage, people with no height advantage, and it's all going to be the same.
Yep.
Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Catch up.
Very
Well,
good
guys,
defense there.
I do want to take this opportunity while things sort of reset here and the Mad Men set up another defense. Check us out on Facebook.com/eXtelevision. Because it's awesome. And we have been posting stuff there every day. There's a lot of photos from the LAN, actually. So if you want